What's up, Soul Tribe? It's your girl Dominique with Empathic Guidance, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about something that's been headlines in the media for the past couple of weeks, and I've really been wanting to speak on it. I want to say for like the past week now, but I haven't found time in between the downloads that Spirit has been giving me about Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine to convey to you guys. So here's the perfect time, because today I'm like, you know what? Haven't gotten any divine downloads, so let me go ahead and talk about what it is that I want to talk about today. And I wanted to bring my thoughts, my opinions on the whole Summer Walker situation as it pertains to her social anxiety, her empath issues, as well as, you know, what fans and bloggers and tea channels and tea pages are having to say about her. First of all, I definitely feel like you guys need to take it easy on her. Okay, a lot of people might not understand exactly what an empath is, but an empath definitely is somebody that is hypersensitive to energy. And you know, we can pick up energy many ways, just like other people can. Other people that don't have the spiritual gift of being an empath or of empathy. Sorry, y'all. The lighting is not quite the way I want it to be. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it. Anyways, we can pick up that type of energy a lot of different ways. Honestly, just by being in the presence of the wrong energy, you can be. So when it comes down to actually physical interaction, whether it be intercourse or actually giving a hug, a handshake, standing too close to somebody, any of that can definitely transfer that person's energy to us. And so a lot of us are very protective over our energetic field. And it's okay to be in control of things. In fact, I feel like if Summer Walker was a little bit more empowered, as far as her empath gifts or her spiritual gifts go, that she definitely wouldn't have ran into this type of mishap. So I'm in two minds about the situation. I know a lot of people, they want to bash her, drag her, and say she shouldn't have been doing this, or you know, this field isn't for her if she can't handle, you know, interacting with others, because you know she's being very disappointing to her fans. So to a certain degree, I understand that, and I agree with it, because a lot of people pay for meet and greets and concert tickets, to which she canceled half of her tour, leaving people with tickets that they couldn't refund or, you know, exchange or nothing. You know, basically they were just out of their money. And then for the people whom she actually went to a meet and greet with, I think she showed up when the fuck she felt like it. She didn't want to give anybody hugs. People had to be ready with their flash on. And, you know, to sit down and take a picture with her. And some of the pictures were blurry because she wouldn't even take her time to, like, get it right. And that's the part of it I don't agree with. I feel like if you haven't stepped into your power and haven't stepped into your authenticity, and you haven't empowered yourself as an empath, then it's not about what's for you and what's not for you. Obviously, a singer career is for her. She felt called as an empath to actually indulge in that sort of thing. So with that being said, we can't take that away from her to like choose what path she wants to take, or choose what path is aligned with her as it pertains to her spiritual journey, or whatever the case may be. Maybe music isn't a spiritual thing. I think it is, because I feel like music is therapeutic, just the same way we listen to frequencies to meditate, and you know, nanometers and stuff like that to meditate. I definitely feel like certain music can be very soothing. I consider Janae Aiko like a spiritual singer. But I'm not going to get off into other entertainers. I'm going to just stick with the script and tell you guys what I think about, you know, what she did. So, of course, I thought it was wrong. I feel like it was wrong as hell that she set up all of these meet and greets, and she set up this tour full of different, you know, concerts in order to perform for her fans. You know, a lot of people are very drawn to her. They idolize her, which I don't agree idolizing a person to that degree. But in the same sense, it doesn't matter whether people idolized her or didn't give a fuck about her. People came, they paid their money to receive something in return. And they was either getting half-assness or nothing at all. And That's where I do feel like she was unfair. I feel like as empaths, we should know exactly what we feel comfortable doing, and we ought to be strong enough to stand up and speak against that. If with her company or with her record label, she didn't feel comfortable enough to do meet and greets, then she could have just kept it at the tour. If you don't want to be an entertainer, it's certain type of singers that don't put in much. They stand at the mic and they just do a little dance. I know a lot of people that do that, so I don't know why people was actually expecting a performance out of her, but maybe concerts and tours just isn't her thing. But that's the thing. As an empath, we have to know what it is that we can handle and what it is that we cannot handle. So here's just a couple of habits that I urge you, if you are an empath, if that is one of your spiritual qualities, to embark on, because it's very important when you're going out in the world and you actually have to deal. You cannot ostracize yourself from the world just because you're an empath or just because you have social anxiety. And I suffer from PTSD from like I said, y'all already know my connection with a narcissist, because not only was I raised by one, but I actually spent a good amount of my adulthood in romantic relationships with narcissists, and that was because I didn't understand the dynamic. I didn't know what I was, I didn't know what they was, and I didn't understand the dynamic between the two. So here's some things that I definitely had to learn. I did write them down because I don't want to forget anything that's important, because if anybody is in a position of Summer Walker where you have this outstanding career that you want to embark on, but being an empath or being hypersensitive may cause some restrictions against following your dreams, here's some tips that you can that will definitely help you to navigate this life as an empath. And the number one thing you need to do is clear your own energy. Make sure that you smudging your space, taking spiritual baths as much as possible. I know that people think that this is something that you have to do and then you'll just be clearer and protected for the rest of your life. No, it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Just like being a vegan. It's not like, you can take meat out your diet until you achieve whatever it is that you are trying to achieve, whether it be a challenge or to activate your intuition or whatever the case, and then just stop. No, it's actual lifestyle. It's something that you have to continue to do. I have to keep a stock of incense, Palo Santo, and sage, and that's something that I feel that she should do, as well as carry a protection piece, whether it be a protection stone or amulet. But I definitely feel like that's something that she should probably have already known, because that's basically the basics to being an empath. Because without clearing your own energy and not allowing the baggages of your past to follow you around, because that's where things like social anxiety come from. It comes from us carrying our baggage from past situations that have caused trauma within us, and we're continuing to allow that to snowball and cause restrictions in our life, allow us to make excuses and everything else. And that's exactly what she did. She made a lot of excuses for herself as it pertains to her life as an empath. I'm trying to figure out, why is anybody having to talk that goddamn loud? But anyways, so that's something that I definitely suggest. That's something that I definitely suggest, as an empath that may have some type of career as a communicator or a performer or an entertainer or anything of that nature. So what is the next one? Oh yeah, and that's so that you, like I said, you don't have to victimize yourself with, I feel so drained. I did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always bailing out on one of my partners because their family was so fucking negative, and I knew they didn't like me, and I didn't really realize it at that time, but it was obviously because he was talking shit behind my back. But whenever I was around his family, I felt extremely uncomfortable. So a lot of the times when his family planned stuff, I would like cop out, like fuck nah, and I'll make good excuses as to why I couldn't be there, or I'll just say certain shit. Like when it came down to Thanksgiving, no, I'm not going over their house. I cook at my house. The chef don't leave. People come to the chef, but at the end of the day, it was excuses, because I already knew that the energy in the room was going to be trash, and that I was going to feel ostracized, and that I was going to feel drained by them, just drained by their negativity, drained by their judgment, drained by everything that makes them anti-Dominique and me anti them. You know what I'm saying? So You know, but had I known about my gifts and what it was I needed to do to maintain them, you know, I could at least been there for him, because it really wasn't about, you know, the family, the fucked up ass family with the messed up energy and they judgmental energy. It was more about at least being there for somebody that wants you to come to their family events. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody talking stuff like, why your girlfriend never come? Okay, well, because really y'all want me to come. You know what I'm saying? That's the real reason why. And my intuition was telling me that. And that's why I was like, my energy was repelling them like, no, don't go. You know, but if you take care of that before you go to, you know, something where you know it's gonna be a mix of energy, it's gonna be a mix of good, bad, trash, you know, draining, heavy, light, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that's essential in our everyday life, is being protected, number one, and being cleansed, number two. So another trait that we need to carry on, or a habit that we need to do, is to take time for ourselves. Schedule time for yourself. I don't schedule time for myself, I schedule time for other people, because the majority of my life is spent to myself. And that's exactly how much I have to keep my energy clear, because I do something that deals with the masses every day. Every single day, people come to me with their problems, and you know, either I spend hours trying to help them figure it out, using the cards, mediumship, and all type of stuff. So I use a lot of tools, and you know, dealing with people on an everyday basis, it can drain my energy. That's why it is a cutoff time, or that's why it is a cutoff number. You know what I'm saying? As it pertains to people that I'll give a reading to. That's why when I go live, I'll do 15 people for free, and the rest of the people, they gotta pay for my energy, because this shit is costing me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it costs me energy. And so with that being said, you should always schedule time to yourself. I would definitely advise meditating, going into deep meditation before you go anywhere in big crowds, because you know you got to do it. You got family, you know, if you got a significant other, they have family. Sometimes you have to go to outings. It doesn't matter whether it's business related or just to have fun with your friends, because you have to be present. You have to live. You can't allow this to shut you out and shut you in a house and never come out again. So you have to take the proper precautions in order for you to be able to live your life, but still stay protected against the draining, debilitating energies that come with just being in the world. So yeah, I definitely suggest taking time to yourself. And when you do take time to yourself, use that time to kind of recenter yourself, realign yourself, meditate, regain that energy that you might lose while you out, or to supply yourself with enough energy to be able to give out, so that you're not debilitated, or so that you're not rushing everybody to leave, so you can go home and crash because you're so drained from being around all of those different energies. Number 3, get fit. Now here is where I come in. Now I know y'all would notice that I will go on these hiatuses, and most of the time it's on the weekend, because as y'all can see through the week, I'm hyper ass Annie, making like 3-4 videos a day, coming at y'all over and over, doing lives, doing readings. One day I'll finish all 12 zodiac signs in one day. But that's how my energy is. I have really high highs, and then I have really low lows, and I will crash from, you know, taking on too much energy, or just being so excited about life, or being so excited about my gifts, being so excited to make an impact on people's lives, that I just run myself till I'm on E. So I wouldn't be doing that if your girl was in shape, okay? That's why I said I need to start doing what I'm doing. I need to start eating healthier, particularly leafy greens, things like blueberries and stuff like that, because those are the type of things that help your intuition. Blue foods definitely help your third eye, as well as your throat chakra. So things like blueberries and greens, they really help. And I know greens are more for heart chakra energy, but as me being an empath, and as me being somebody that needs to deliver messages in a compassionate way, and I know some people probably be like, girl, you're not always compassionate, but sometimes when people need to hear it in a harsh way, that's how I deliver it, because I feel like if I wrap it in a bow, they ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just take it as it resonates, y'all, because y'all know I just try to do the best for people. Like, it's not like, you know, I don't want to sugarcoat shit so that your feelings can be hurt later. And then I don't want to tell you too harshly if somebody not doing you right either. But I got to be truthful, right? Because that's what you're coming to me for, to hear the truth, so you can prepare yourself as to what it is, what you going to do. You know, so God dang it, my phone always ringing in that junk. irritates me. But so yeah, getting fit, building up that energy, sharing your energy with people, or just being around people, because we don't really give the permission, like, here you go, here's some energy, I'm giving out energy, like free hugs, here you go. Like, it's not like we just go around handing our shit out like cups of love. Like, you know, I decided to bottle my energy, here's some for you guys to drink. Like, no, we don't make that decision. It's just literally people flock to us, and our energy, it's like we have a slow leak. It's like somebody took a pin hose, stuck a pin in us, and we just like a balloon that's slowly leaking energy. So if you're not fit, if you're not physically fit, like I'm not, y'all see our girl extra fluffy. I mean, I might be cute, but I'm fluffy. And I mean, I'm not gonna even lie, like I love the gym, I love to work out and stuff like that, but with me starting over and everything, one of the things I left behind was a vehicle, and just with everything else I have to do, it's really freaking hard for me to save up and buy a new car. I'm probably gonna be one of them people that buy a car during tax season. But yeah, if I had a vehicle, I definitely would be in a gym, at least 3 times a week, because I know I'm super busy with this. But that's definitely one of the things, that's the first thing on my list. Or I might start doing some at-home stuff. And oh my god, I hate doing at-home workouts, but you know what, it's essential to my emotional health as an empath, because again, the type of energy that we use, it makes us weak. So a lot of times when y'all will see me not post for a couple of days, it's because I'm so tired, y'all, that I can barely lift my head, I can barely get out the bed. My body will be in pain and everything. So I do need to get myself in shape, and I already talked to you guys about growing my hair and going back vegan again. So hopefully those things will help. And I don't know, maybe incorporating some at-home workouts, just so that I can strengthen myself and I can build up the energy, so that I'm not debilitated when some is shared. Okay, so number 4 is, don't let it become you. And again, like I said, we do wear empathy like a badge of honor. Like, I love being an empath. I'm pretty sure a lot of us do, and some people be hating, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally people be hating, calling us empathogens and shit, and it's like, girl, why you gotta be hating just because we love our gift? Like, that's what you're supposed to do. It's God-given. But at the end of the day, if especially if you got family, like, your kids shouldn't be able to not enjoy their childhood because you can't take them to a carnival or to a baseball game or to the fair. Like, you already know what you're gonna deal with before you get there. So like I said, if you gotta meditate, cleanse, wear your protection piece, work the fuck out before you gotta take your kids somewhere, then do that. You know what I'm saying? Interact with the energy, but don't allow it to cling itself to you and drain you dry. Don't allow it to become you. Know it's there, acknowledge it, but don't let it absorb you. And that's definitely what I suggest as number 4. Number 5, last but certainly not least, what did I put? Radiate love. Like, radiate love. And if I could personally talk to Summer Walker, that's what I would tell her. Your fans don't feel loved by you, boo. And honestly, I like her. I love her wild hair. I love how she abandons all inhibitions and like wears dreads, even though she got some stank ass European standard fans that be like, oh, don't wear dreads when you come to my city. Man, fuck y'all. At the end of the day, let that girl do what she want to do. If she like to embrace, her melanin culture, not wearing any makeup, or, wearing her hair coily, or wearing her afro out, or wearing dress or whatever, yeah, like, I have to mostly wear my hair like this at work, and it sucks because I have to work in the office. I wish I can do this full time, but at the end of the day, most of y'all know I'm mama and daddy, so I gotta hold down a 9 to 5 while I do this YouTube thing until further notice. But I love wearing my hair down, my curls all afro-y and out. But at the end of the day, I work at an office, and people look at that shit as barbaric. I feel empowered with my large you know, wild hair, but not everybody appreciates that, you know what I'm saying? And she have to deal with that type of judgment all the time. However, Summer Walker, what I would suggest as step number 5, or, you know, and I know she ain't gonna watch this video, but I'm just saying, for people that's going through and struggling with the same thing that she's struggling with when it comes down to being on the fence of I'm empathic, but at the same time, I really love to sing and I have an opportunity to work in the music industry. Or, you know, like with me, I really love to talk. I really love being a motivational speaker. I really love helping people heal themselves. So I just have to take the proper precautions, prepare myself, keep myself cleansed, keep myself aligned to be able to talk to the dozens of people that I talk to every single day and to share my energy with these people. And, you know, like I said, with the people that support her, just like with the people that support me, yes, I do spend my time with these people, but at the same time, you know, if it wasn't for these people, I wouldn't be getting the recognition that I deserve, even though it's not transferring over to YouTube yet. And that's cool with me because, you know, from different platforms combined, collected, I'm getting the recognition that I feel like I deserve, whether it's from a combination of YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Instagram, but from all these different platforms, I got people that's coming to me. And so outside, removed away from this app, you know, my brand is building, you know what I'm saying? I'm becoming a household name. And with that being said, of course, I have to stop doing some of the stuff and stop saying some of the stuff I said. That's why that little story time I left on my live, that had to go, because I don't want to disappoint people. You know, I already understand all of the dimensions of myself, and I accept that fully. If I didn't, I wouldn't have said that in front of for hundreds of people to hear. But you know, we have to radiate love, you know, just like I don't call y'all my supporters, fans, subscribers, none of that shit. I call y'all my sisters, you know, just as y'all feel that I'm a goddess and things. I feel the same way about you guys. I know y'all divine feminine. You know, I speak life over y'all life every single day, just as I know you guys do for me. My energy is protective over you guys, just like y'all energy is protective over me. So, you know, I love being in this circle. I love being a part of this soul tribe, or a founder of this soul tribe, because I've been praying for this type of circle of women my whole entire life, and it's the first time I've ever been graced with the presence of such positive women. But that's also helping me heal, and I know my energy and me radiating love and opening up my heart to you guys also help you guys heal. So that's something that I would suggest to her in this field, or whatever field where you gain admirers, subscribers, you know, or just people that look up to you, you know what I'm saying? Because even, I could tell a million kids not to idolize people, but it doesn't matter. People got to grow into their own and realize that the only person you should be idolizing is God and yourself, and the God within yourself. So with that being said, that's how I feel about the Summer Walker thing. Lay off the girl. It's already tough emotionally, you know, having to carry the energy of so many people. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that movie, I'm sorry y'all, I be so in love with my little edges. They be so cute to me. But I don't know if y'all remember that little honeybee movie where Alicia Keys and what's her name, Queen Latifah was in. But do y'all remember they had that one twin sister? Her twin was no longer alive. Her name was June or July or something, and maybe the June died or the July died, I don't know. But this girl used to write her feelings down and put them on rocks, and she ended up killing herself. And, you know, I'm not saying that that's Summer Walker, because even she made this statement clear that she not in a suicidal mindset, and a lot of us aren't. But some people carrying the energy of others is so heavy that it leads them to that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I get it. And I get that she should have handled it better, or she should have been empowered enough to know what she can handle and to dismiss what she cannot. But understand that this is difficult. This is a passion of hers. So just like it's new for you guys to experience her and the things that she go through, it's new for her to be able to weed out the things that she cannot energetically handle. So try to understand. And at least if you upset, don't internet bully the girl. You know what I'm saying? Because I do think that she was wrong in some areas, but I do feel like people taking it too far in certain areas too. Don't push the girl over the edge, because shit like that is probably what got the girl with some social anxiety Anyway, so she needs to cut that off, release it from whatever past situation that had her traumatized, and she needs to walk in her new light. And like I said, wear this shit as a badge of honor. Don't wear it as something, negative and heavy that we handcuff to, because essentially it is a gift and it's something that we should be very proud of, and you just have to know how to maintain and handle it. So that's my advice. If I could sit down and personally give Summer Walker some advice as an empath, from empath to empath, that's exactly what I would say. But instead, if there's any of you guys watching and you don't know how to navigate everyday life as an empath, and it's too draining and it's too heavy and it's making you feel sad or just overwhelmed on an everyday basis, just follow these couple of steps, and I swear maybe a month's time, you'll feel so much better. And I love you guys to divinity and beyond. Peace.